you think of Demi's performance tonight?
So I've heard you sing that song previously in a previous season. I'm not sure if it was my season or a different season, whatever, irrelevant. And I gotta say, that was 10 times better than what you did it then. It only goes to show how far you've come, really, Demi. Every song you sing, you always give off this pretty sound. No matter what it is, you always control your vocals perfectly. And especially when you were up and right at the end there, you know which notes I'm talking about, those really high ones at the end there. Part of me felt like after last week, because we did talk afterwards and that you were very nervous, and a lot of us felt like those nerves might have gotten to you back then. I could tell you were still nervous this week. Obviously, the pressure is on, but you didn't let them fault you. You went through that song. I thought it was vocally perfect. It was absolutely stunning, and you gotta believe that, my girl, because I could see getting up here, you didn't know what was gonna happen. You were terrified, but you've got this. That was outstanding. Believe it.
Emma, what do you think of Demi's performance?
I thought it was a beautiful song and a beautiful performance. I think you really did make it your own. You didn't try and do it as the original was sung. You phrased it your own way, and I love that about it. Your voice has matured massively since I last saw you. It's just like listening. There's still elements of that sweet little voice in there, but there's so much maturity since I last listened to you sing. And I think you're actually capable of more than you realise, and I think those last few notes there really did prove that. I think you were capable. I don't think you realise maybe your full potential yet, but that's exciting because you've still got that to discover. There's so much purity to your voice, and it was just lovely to come and watch you perform again, so thank you.
Kelly, what do you think of Demi's performance tonight?
Your voice is always like so crisp and clear. You've got this beautiful clarity to it, and it always sounds so full. It is like listening to a recording. They're just the clarity of your voice on your tone. Your head voice, particularly at the end, was just so strong. You can tell that you really worked hard on that. And your breath control, I thought this week was absolutely fantastic. I thought it was on point. And you added some riffs in there as well, which just seemed to come so naturally to you. I agree with Emma about your potential. I do think that you've got a lot more in there, but you don't know that yet, and it is exciting. I got to agree with Emma, and I can't wait to hear you like completely let rip and completely let loose and think, just this is me and this is my thing. Because that when you do that, I think that's going to be a moment for you. But that performance was beautiful, and you should be proud of it. Well done. Thank you.
Demi, it's been I've gone on to you about the pressure that you put on yourself the last couple of weeks. Firstly, I want to start with saying it, without a doubt, I think that's the most comfortable, the most I've enjoyed hearing your voice on the stage this season. That for me was your best so far. Alright, you should be very, very happy with that because it's the best I've seen you do this season. Those notes in particular at the end, that kind of shows a different side that you haven't shown much of this season. So we got to see that. I personally feel like that was the most comfortable I'd seen you on this stage this season. And the breath control was much, much better this week than previous weeks. So everything stepped up. You should be very, very impressed. The girls picked up that there is a lot more there that you still haven't shown. And that is something that, is taken a very long time to get there. But you are getting there, and I think that's something you need to take on board what they've said, because that's something that I really want to bring out to you. That's something I've always wanted to try and get out to you the last 12 months, But I think now is the time for you to really switch on and go, do you know what? I'm just going to give it everything I got, that sort of thing, and let's see how you are on that place, But other than that, best performance so far this season. You should be impressed with what you just done. Your breath control was much, much better, and your performance, well done. Well done.